everybody, or good afternoon actually. So I wanted to do a fun little vlog. Yes, I'm wearing my Slytherin robe, obviously. Today I am auditioning for TV shows. Yes! Now, I thought I would kind of just vlog it. So I already did my makeup though. I gotta get my roots down. Look how bad they look. I was thinking of putting some powder maybe up here. So I've been auditioning. This is kind of all over the place, but this is kind of like my audition makeup. Sometimes I don't even wear as much eyeshadow. I kind of just, because I've learned so much throughout the years what makeup you can use, what you shouldn't use. Now I have nobody telling me what to do. I'm just like sending in self-tapes and auditioning. There's open casting calls. And I'm also on that Backstage website or whatever it's called for acting. I want to be like in a horror movie or something, but I just kind of want to get low-key back into acting, you know? I love the paranormal, obviously, and I am auditioning for a paranormal show. So I'm really excited. I do have to be a little careful though, because I am in a contract or under a contract right now. So I have to be kind of careful with what I can do. This show that I'm auditioning for, I'm pretty certain that I am able to audition for it. And I am, if I do get it, I'm pretty sure I can be on it. I'm pretty sure. Let's just see when I get it. Let's just see. But I'm like pretty sure. So yeah, as you can see, I have like my whole rack. Please ignore this mess. I have my whole rack of pink outfits. You can see my Spirit Squad outfit from the Halloween special. But actually, there's quite a few outfits from Spirit Squad on there. But I'm all over the place, guys. I think though for this audition, I'm going to wear this top. I'm already thinking, oh crap, I need to wear some kind of top underneath because I don't want my boobs to come out. For me, I'm not a boob girl. I don't like to have cleavage. I've never been that, even though I can't help it because I have really big boobs. Am I complaining? I mean, I shouldn't, because I know a lot of people wish that they had my boobs. This is a very weird conversation. Anyways, I get insecure about them sometimes when I wear like tight fitting clothes, especially if they look really massive. I'm just like, oh my God. Remember when I met Jamie Himmelbauer and Joseph Quinn at Fan Expo and like my boobs kept coming out of my dress? Like, girl, what the heck? It was crazy. But anyways, enough of the boob talk. I think I'm gonna wear this because you're only seeing the top of me. Like, you're just like kind of seeing me like this, but I think this is kind of cute. I want to show, because these are reality shows and I want to show my personality, especially for this paranormal show. You guys are probably gonna be like, well girl, what is this paranormal show? Well, maybe I'll just stand like this. I kind of like this. See that? I'm a Slytherin. This is my real hair, by the way. Like, girl, I'm not even wearing my extensions. Look how long my hair is. I just kind of wear extensions for fullness. I can even grab my extensions to show you. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Anyways, what is this ghost show I'm auditioning for? Okay, well, I don't think it has a name because I know season 1 has been filmed and I don't even think it's aired because I've tried looking it up and I've seen nothing. And they are looking for season 2, if it even makes it to season 2, which I hope it does. I don't want to really say too much because I don't know if I can, but I mean, I'm not even on it, but I'm auditioning for it. But what I will say is it's very MTV Sphere vibes. And I was like, like this is my kind of show, girl. They are looking for crazy ass people in the paranormal. Girl, I am the craziest. I have the biggest balls in the paranormal game. I would love anyone to even challenge me to that. I have the biggest balls, bitch. I got the biggest balls. I've never met somebody as crazy as me, especially in like the scary paranormal horror world. Ever. Never. So, the show I'm auditioning for, I am everything that these producers are looking for. MTV Sphere, an MTV Sphere, or MTV, because I was so close to being on MTV for for a pilot I filmed years ago. Actually, you guys should really check out my interview I did with my friend Liz on the In Between podcast. I will leave the link down below. We're actually doing another episode very soon about like manifestation and everything. But this one, we were really talking about what it's like, the TV side of the paranormal, or just like other parts of TV, and kind of my journey. And so I just thought this would be kind of a cool vlog because I'm doing TV stuff today. And, you know, it's always been my dream to be a TV personality, and especially in the paranormal genre. Because in that episode with Liz, I was talking about how, you know, I've done so many auditions, paranormal auditions, and I've worked with so many production companies over the years. But in the podcast episode, I was diving more into that. But I've learned a lot, especially with paranormal auditions. And when I say paranormal auditions, I'm not talking that it's like an acting audition, you know, sending in a self-tape of me reading a script and somebody, you know, reading their lines to me or whatever. It's not like that, even though I have done a few of those for acting, like in a TV show or possibly a movie. I don't know. Am I gonna get it? I don't know. I'm just kind of doing it for fun, seeing what happens, you know. But for a paranormal audition, it's basically an interview. It's basically a job interview. So what they ask is, because I've done so many, and not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm very experienced, so I know what I'm doing when it comes to paranormal auditions. So basically, you know, they ask you, like, how long have you been in the paranormal, what you love about it, what you don't like about it, what you would do in certain situations. That's a big one they ask. Like, say for instance, a team member was like dragged across the floor by an invisible force. What would I do? And, you know, I give what I would give. I'd be jealous. Like, you gotta be yourself. So I'm just honest. I've been asked questions like that, not necessarily what would I do if a team member was being dragged across the floor by an invisible force, but I do, I've been asked like what I would do in like situations if somebody was like, you know, very affected by a demon or a ghost. And I always just say, well, I would be jealous first of all, and I would whip out my camera and I would want the spirit to come after me. Like just the most random stuff that I say on my channel all the time. So I think perfect for, you know, a crazy paranormal TV show. What would your reactions be to this? You know, it's just like a job interview. Why do you think you are the best for this position? Do you work well with a team? Do you work better on your own? What is the difference for you, or what are the differences when you work by yourself or when you work with a team? Are you open to having new people come to the team, or, you know, having guests? Like, what is your approach with that? And, you know, it's just literally like a job interview for anything, but it's paranormal. But they call it paranormal audition. So that is what I'm doing today. I gotta say why I'm a daredevil, why I'm crazy, why, like, why wouldn't they pick me for this? Because this literally just screams my name, and I feel like I've almost manifested this show. So I hope that season 1 does come out, and then I hope that they renew it for season 2, because I'll be in season 2. Yes, I will. So I don't even know the name of it, but yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. But I think this is a cute pink top just to show like what I'm all about. You know, I love fashion and pink and girly stuff, but I also want to be dragged by a demon and like all this stuff, you know what I mean? It's so funny too, because so many of you guys, I get this comment all the time. You guys want me to audition for Big Brother. And to be honest, I don't think I would do it, because, you know, I only watched the season that Trisha Paytas was in. Because obviously it's Trisha Paytas, I had to watch it. So I watched it for her. I could not be in a house with all those people. Like, I just couldn't do it. I would be very irritated. I think I would become the villain. I just couldn't do it. And all the cameras around you 24/7. I would be so irritated by everybody. I just need my own space. Like, I'm a freaking Cancer. I live in my crab shell all the time. Like, I really do. This is a cute top, but I think it's too, like, it's gonna show off my boobs even more, but this is cute. I'm gonna wear this in a video soon, actually. It's very cute. Ah! Where did I get this from? Zara? Oh my God, you guys, look at this dress. This is one of my favorite dresses. It's Glinda. It's actually like Glinda's dress from The Wizard of Oz. Not like the actual actress's dress. It's from Dolls Kill, which is my favorite store, by the way. Dolls Kill, sponsor me, because I would be perfect for Sugar Thrills. Hello, like I am Sugar Thrills. Freaking love Dolls Kill. I went to the store in LA. I died. It was my first time seeing it in person because they got 2 stores, like physical stores, LA and New York, or maybe 3, 2 in New York, 1 in LA. And obviously you can purchase online. That's usually what I do, but this is so cute. Imagine I wore this in my audition. They would think I was like bonkers, but that's the point. You gotta show your personality, and I'm not afraid to be who I am. Like, whatever. I just have fun, but I just like, I just live. And I also have this dress, which, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Oh my God, like, hello. The cutest thing ever. Oh my God, this is so cute. I gotta figure out like when to wear this, but, gorgeous. But getting back into Big Brother, so yes, I think the only way to get me on that show, I mean, okay, if it was offered to me, like, do you want to be on Big Brother? Then yes, I would take it. Why not? But going through the audition process, I don't know. I would only do it if somebody offered it to me, because I just think I would go crazy. But I guess it would be an entertaining season because I would be very irritable by everybody. But which gets me into my next show that I want to audition for, which is The Circle on Netflix. And everyone tells me to audition for The Circle, especially my friend Steph. She's like, girl, you need to audition. Which I think I definitely could do, because what I like about The Circle, I actually just started watching it. I watched the complete season 1 and I loved it. I only watched a few episodes of season 2. But what I love is you get your own cute apartment. You have nobody with you. You can do whatever you want. You can cook, you can clean, like, you know, make your iced coffee, play board games or whatever, all by yourself. Now, obviously, there's probably producers in your ear and there are, you know, cameras everywhere. But I don't have to deal with people physically. I could just be in my own space in my own cute apartment, and I can talk to people on the TV. Like, you know what I mean? The only thing is, I don't know if I would go into The Circle as myself. A part of me almost wants to be a catfish, but I also think if I did go in as myself, I really think the people in The Circle would think that I actually was a catfish. Like, I'm not really Brittany. They would think I was somebody else pretending to be myself. I don't know. I just feel like I would get that vibe, because you got to pick like your profile pictures and everything. You know what I mean? And I just feel like I would pick the craziest ones of me, and people would be like, there's no way this girl's real. And they would think I was a catfish, and then I'd get voted out. So if I went in as a catfish being somebody else, I don't know. I would really have to think about that one, but I think I would do well in The Circle. I get that all the time, which is so flattering, so thank you. But if I had to pick between The Circle and Big Brother, The Circle, definitely, because I actually do want to audition for The Circle. Big Brother, I just think I'd go wacko. Like, I really do. I think I would storm out like Trisha did. I can't be here. I can't do this. And like, I don't know. And then when you have to talk to Big Brother and everything, like, I would just have a meltdown all the time. I would miss my family and friends. And even on The Circle, though, like, I would miss everybody. But I just feel like it's more fun on The Circle. I don't know. But of course, there would be, you know, producers in your ear. I just can't get over how long my hair is. Like, girl, let me go whip out my extensions. Okay, my extensions are kind of a mess right now. These are just some of them. That is, but look at it. It's like the exact color. I just wear, sorry, I gotta wash these actually. That's why they're kind of messy. I haven't been wearing my extensions for a hot minute, but yeah. Perfect color though. Like, absolute perfect color. I just wear them for thickness. So when it's in my head, like, see, it's already the length. But if I just feel like my hair looks kind of thin, then I need this, but I don't know. Okay, maybe I'll sit back here. Sorry, I'm just like standing over there. But yeah, so this is the makeup look. I don't know, I don't think it's too much. I've kind of just been more into more natural makeup. I just put kind of a wash of brown shadow all over my eyes, but not too dark. This is the palette that I've been using. It's the Burn Book Mean Girls palette. And it's Glen Coco. That is the brown shade that I use just to go all over my eyes. I love this palette, but it's such a perfect brown. I love it. Then I put mascara on, and then I just have a nude lip, a nude pink lip, which I think is fine, because I've done paranormal auditions. Oh my God, I had this one audition, guys. This was years ago. And, you know, it was with a production company, but I didn't sign with them. And that's the thing with production companies is you do have to, if you do want to work with them, you're developing a show, right? And if you sign with them, it could be a year, it could be longer than a year. And what sucks is, because this is what's happened to me before, and why I'm very careful with contracts, even though I am in a contract right now, but this is kind of more, it is more flexible, and I'm making sure of that as well, like as I continue throughout my paranormal career and, you know, whatever else I'm doing, acting or whatever, if I do kind of pursue that more, even though I am kind of getting into it, but I don't know. You're locked in for as long as this contract is. So say, for instance, I'm going to tell you guys some tea. This was a few years ago, like 2018. So maybe not a few years ago. Seems like it was last year. I was in this contract for this. This was the worst production company that I've ever worked with. I'm not going to say their names or the name of their production company, but it was in Los Angeles. That's like where they usually are anyways. It's either Los Angeles or New York City. And they were the worst, the absolute worst. We were developing a show and I was the main person, which is very cool. And I constantly had to go to them. Their communication was horrible. And it sucked because I had quite a few opportunities that year to appear on TV shows, like big paranormal TV shows, and I was not allowed to, and I was pissed. I won't say the names of the paranormal TV shows, but they were, like, I watched them. I was pissed. There was this one show that came to me that I really wanted to be on, and they wanted me to audition, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna audition, and then I'm gonna, like, tell the production company, because I was already pissed off at them anyways, because they weren't doing anything. Like, it was stagnant. Nothing was happening. But I did sign a contract, right? You got to really read your contracts before you sign them. But I didn't know that I was going to be getting these opportunities coming that year. So anyways, this show said they want me in this episode and maybe to be a reoccurring person. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my God. But then I was like, but I have to get permission from this production company because I don't want to break a contract. I don't want to get sued and all this stuff, right? So anyways, we scheduled a phone meeting and they're like, no, you can't do that. It goes against the contract. And I was just so mad. And it was unfortunate, but I've learned my lesson going forward with contracts is you just really got to read everything. Really read it, think it over, have a lawyer go over it as well with you. But just, yeah, you got to really know what you're signing. If you're confused about something, you gotta ask for help on it. You know, get a lawyer, an entertainment lawyer. They can really help you as well. I know it can be very expensive, especially on like whatever project you're working on. But I couldn't do that show that I wanted to be on because I was under contract with this production company that literally never talked to me. Like, it was the worst. And I know, like, when you are in the development stages, it's different because you haven't filmed anything yet. It's not being pitched to networks yet. But still, like, I was just sitting there saying goodbye to what was happening around me just because I signed this contract. But then I remember I was then contacted to audition for this other show that I absolutely love. And I was so nervous because I was still in contract with this production company, and they were the same production company that didn't let me do this other show. And I was like, I don't give a crap, I'm doing the show. They literally don't talk to me or give me updates or anything, but you can't like go against it, right? And the good news for me was I literally had 2 weeks left in this contract until I was free, and then I could go to this show. Then unfortunately that show never happened. But at least I was out, and I remember telling the producers and the talent of that show, I will be a free woman in 2 weeks. Just wait for me, please. And they waited, but it just never happened, which was very heartbreaking. But you guys, how I look at it is it's amazing experiences. You constantly grow and evolve. And especially if you're trying to get on TV or in the entertainment industry or whatever, every little job you get is amazing experience. Even if, you are into acting and you're a background actor, I've done background work and it's so fun. Like I did Degrassi, and I remember I had my own little fake family, and I think it was the graduation episode, and it opened up with me and my fake family. Like I had a mom and a dad, and they're like taking pictures of me. And then I graduated with the cast, and I've never really watched Degrassi, to be honest. So I didn't really know. I knew who the people were, like who the cast were, but I didn't know like what was really going on. And I never went to my high school graduation, but I got to graduate at Degrassi. So that was cool, and it's a fun experience. It's a long day, but like you get free food, and like you get to talk to background actors, you get to watch the actors film as well. Like it's a really fun experience. So if you want to get into the industry, like in acting, background is such a good way to start. You can see like how sets work, and it's just, if you're interested in sets and all of that, you know what I mean? I kind of want to do some more background work. I would have loved to be a background person on Pretty Little Liars, or to be part of Allison's posse. Oh my God, which reminds me, speaking of Allison, I had to do a monologue the other day, and I backed out of it, which is really bad, but you know what? I just wasn't ready. I was so scared. And my monologue, I was going to do an Allison De Laurentiis monologue because they said I could do whatever I wanted to do. I had to perform this on camera in front of people, and I just wasn't ready. I knew I would make a fool out of myself, and I needed time. But in this world, you can't just like, you gotta go for it. But that's not like, my life doesn't revolve around acting and getting acting jobs. So if that'd be different, if that was like my number one passion, then yes, I would do it anyways. But I am focused on other things, right? And in the paranormal universe. So it's different. But I was so nervous about this. I couldn't even sleep. And then I canceled. But I canceled hours in advance, and I couldn't do it, which is embarrassing to even admit, but I just couldn't. But I wanted to do like an Allison De Laurentiis monologue. It was either Allison or I was going to do one from Stranger Things. Obviously, I did like a whole one acting thing on my channel with my haunted dolls, which I'm such a weird person, but yeah, I wanted to do one or Allison. And I know Pretty Little Liars Original Sin, they're renewed for season 2. So I would love to audition for that. Oh my God, I would love to be on that show. Like the Pretty Little Liars universe, I would die. And I think Allison's coming back, and Aria, like my two faves. Hello, I would die. I freaking love them. Oh my God. So, and I met Spencer Hastings' dad, Peter Hastings, at Fan Expo, the same day I met Jamie and Joseph. Oh my God. But anyways, yeah, I just thought this was kind of like a fun little vlog. I kind of want to do more stuff like this. I want to do more stories about auditions and everything. Well, there was this one audition, I think I was getting into it, but then I got sidetracked. But there was this one paranormal audition I was doing, and the guy, he wanted me to wear pink because he knew I was like the pink girl, right? And I was like, well, of course, I got like, all these cute outfits, but you can't be revealing, obviously. And, the network's gotta approve what you're wearing if you're going to be on TV and whatever, right? Because like obviously they're the network. But for this interview I was doing with the guy, with one of the producers of the show, this is a show that was in development that I was going to be in, but it just never happened. And that's show business. That's what happens. Things can develop into an actual pilot, or they don't. And then they can go on a network, and a network can see it, like it's being pitched. They may love it, and then they greenlight it, put it on a network, like put it on TV, or they don't want it. So then you go to another network and you try to sell it there, and you know what I mean? But anyways, sorry. This audition, I got on, I was talking to him, and he's just like, can you tone down the makeup a little bit? So that's why ever since I've been like, oh my God, I gotta tone it down. Because the thing is, I think I had my eyes a lot darker, more like raccoony, which was so stupid on my end. I don't know why I did that. Not like black, not like the iconic Pamela Anderson black, even though I love it. It's such a gorgeous look, but it was just too dark, especially for a paranormal audition, paranormal interview. So it was very embarrassing because I think this is when I was in like my crazy highlight phase. As you can see, I still have highlight, like I love highlight, but back in the day, I was like a highlight psycho. Like literally it was all over my skin, everywhere, all over my body. Like I was glowing. I was literally blinding people left and right. Like I was crazy. And he was like, just kind of, I think you're too shiny. And I was like, oh. So basically I had to take it all off. And he's like, good, okay, that's good. So I didn't take too long because I felt really bad because it was a scheduled paranormal interview, paranormal audition with the producer that I've been talking to for like, a couple of weeks prior to that. So I felt really bad, but I was very fast with it. I don't think I've ever like taken off my makeup and applied it so fast in my life. It was literally within 5 minutes. And I was really blotting my face because I am naturally oily. But that's why I'm very weird with paranormal auditions today, or even just any other audition, because I want to make sure I'm just more natural looking. In some of my auditions I've already done, I don't even put eyeshadow on. I just put a little bit of mascara. I've just learned what you should wear and what you shouldn't wear. What makeup you should have and what you shouldn't have. You just don't want to be too over the top, because even though I am very over the top, but they want to see what's, underneath that. So, so I've learned. But yeah, it was embarrassing when he's like, but I wasn't like, offended or anything. And I think he kind of felt like, oh my God, like I'm a man telling her, like, can you tone it down? But he didn't mean it in that way. He was speaking on behalf like of what the network would think. And he wanted me to do my best. So, and I thought I did my best. I thought I did really well in that interview, besides like before that. But anyways, is that all I wanted to say? I think I'm gonna put some perfume on. That is a really bad accent. I just thought this was fun. Hopefully you learned a bit. If you want me to do more story times or whatever about auditions, or I don't know, but I am excited for this audition, especially this paranormal one, because I really think I'm gonna get it. I don't think they can find anyone crazier than me. I really think that. And this show, if it does make it to air, it's just perfect. Like it just sounds so perfect. And the contract that I'm under is pretty flexible with that. So I've learned my lesson with past contracts, like I was saying. So, if I do get chosen, I'm sure I gotta obviously talk to the production company, and then I'm pretty sure they'll be like, yeah, girl, do your thing. Like, do your thing, girl. So that is that. Oh my God, let me show you guys. Hold on, I wanna show you guys my favorite shoes. I actually wore these in Spirit Squad. But you see it for a split second. They're like glittery. These are from Doll's Kill. They kind of give me Baby Spice vibes. But in the restaurant scene, when we're having our meeting about the investigation, they have a distance shot of me and you see these for like a split second. But I was wearing these. Like, it's so cool. I loved it. Like, these are just like my favorite shoes. I can't wait to wear these in the summertime. Like, well, spring's coming up, so, but they're just very Baby Spice, very like Spice Girls, just so freaking cute. Ugh, I love them. Oh my God, you guys want to see something else? Yes, this is my pink guitar. I was in the Santa Claus parade growing up for many years, and this was one of my props I had like when I was a kid, and I just, it's cute. I was a mouse who played guitar. And I remember they had pink guitars, purple and blue. And I got that pink, of course. So I thought it was, I don't even know if I'm holding it right. I don't even know which way it goes. I don't play guitar. But if I was actually holding a guitar, like this is how I hold it. This is probably very embarrassing. I don't even know I don't know how to play, but like, looks like I'm playing a banjo or something. Yes, this could be my thumbnail. Anyways, I'm gonna go.